This is the Royals Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Kansas City Royals. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome in. It's the Royals Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm your host, Chance Liebau, and I'm here to bring you reaction to every single Royals game the rest of the way. You can follow me on Twitter at Chance Liebau. That's at ChanceLieBau. If you can't make a show live, don't worry. These episodes will be uploaded for you to listen to on demand wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for making the Locked On Royals podcast or the Royals Postcast your first listen of the day. If you would like to support us, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications because we want you to be here for every single live show. And we already see some people firing up the comments. We have a lot to talk about today because that game had a ton going on. Not a whole lot during the first 6 innings, like a couple commenters have said. But, man, that was exactly what the doctors ordered, getting the good vibes heading into the Texas series. A massive homestand for the Royals, bad taste in your mouth after the Washington series. But guess what? They have won 5 of 6 in the homestand so far, and they get a Rangers team coming in this week that is absolutely battered and blue. So we are looking at a Royals team that is peaking at the right time, and absolutely they are in a great position heading into this series with Texas. But appreciate you guys for being here. Let's get right into it. I think I know what you'll be talking about, but let's talk about it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Jonathan India, man. Jonathan India. Since moving to the 7 hole, he has been super clutch for the Royals. I don't think you can even express how good he has been for Kansas City since they moved him down the lineup. And I get there are going to be some people that say, oh, it should have happened sooner, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you got to respect the Stones to even do it in the first place. Should he have been batting in the leadoff spot all season? I'm going to say no. But I trust McAteer to have a better pulse on the locker room, on the clubhouse, than a bunch of fans like us. But for Jonathan India to take the slice of humble pie and to be able to move down in the lineup and continue to give them excellent at-bats, give them exquisite plate appearances, tough ABs, and clutch hitting all season long, it's been huge for his confidence. Here in the month of August, he's been spectacular. I'm not going to pull up the splits, but obviously it was a bit of a surprise to see him crush that ball 450 feet into the fountains to tie it in the 7th inning. The offense didn't do squat in the first 6 innings. I believe Davis Martin had a no-hitter going into the 7th, if not the 6th. The offense just was not great. The offense was not great for the most part tonight. But Davis Martin's he gets paid to pitch too. He gets paid to go out there and try to win. But you saw the lineup tonight get really, really good after getting through Davis Martin. And maybe they just weren't seeing him well. I mean, he was, looking at his numbers tonight, his sweeper was working his changeup was working really well. The Royals did not hit it well. They were swinging and missing at a lot of stuff. He was cutting up both sides of the plate, changeups and fastballs from Davis Martin, but the Royals just weren't able to connect with him. I don't know why, but they just weren't putting up good ABs against him. And Ryan Bergert, man, and we'll talk about him in our second segment, but Ryan Bergert gave them a chance to win, and that's really all you can ask for out of a rookie starting pitcher that was really impressive today. I mean, the stuff popped today from Ryan Bergert. We'll talk about him in our second segment. But you get to the bullpen, and you get a little lazy fly ball down the left field line. You get a runner in scoring position in I believe it was the 6th inning. Yeah, it was the 6th inning, and Vinny's not able to bring him home. And Bobby's not able to bring him home. You just didn't have that. You didn't have enough from the middle of the order. But the bottom of the order did an excellent job tonight. Jonathan India with the clutch homer in the 7th inning. I'm not sure any of us saw that coming. Just an absolute tattooed baseball to the bleachers in left field, or into the fountains in left field. And then in the 8th inning, you get Bobby Witt Jr. getting on, stealing second base. Vinny wasn't able to get him in. I have my concerns about Vinny so far here in the month of August and since the All-Star break, but that's a different time. If they had lost, I'd be talking a little bit more about Vinny. But instead, we're going to talk about Michael Garcia being able to put together an incredible AB. I mean, just a beautiful display of hitting from Michael Garcia. The impact of Adam Frazier in that clubhouse, that was an Adam Frazier hit if I've ever seen one from Michael Garcia. Fists one the other way. Bobby Witt Jr. scores, and then they add on to it. Salvi tattoos a ball to center. He tries to pimp it a little bit, but instead it's not going to get over the wall. He scores Michael, and then Adam Frazier, who is just on a absolute heater right now. My coworker Shane texts me, Adam Frazier, 13 of his last 28 right now. And he's not just good looking. He is hot in the field. He's been exceptional, making up for the error that he had in the outfield and left field. And then Carlos Estevez able to shut it down in the ninth inning. Not only that, but they survive Lucas Erceg not having a very crisp eighth inning, which I've been concerned with. Lucas Erceg has not been great for the last month or so since the All-Star break. He's not been great, but the offense did just enough late to put themselves in a position. And I said it, the offense in those late innings, or the offense needed to have an explosion heading into the Texas series, because the confidence is going to be skyrocketed going into the series, where you have, other than Ryan Bergert, who's probably their fifth starter, other than Ryan Bergert, you have your 1, 2, 3, 4 lined up going into the Texas series, and you get a tall task in DeGrom on Wednesday. You're going to see some really tough pitching from the Rangers, but they are limping. They are limping into this series. I mean, losers of 8 out of their last 9. They have fallen far out of the wild card race. It has been a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting series, because it feels like the Royals need to win it. They're playing fast and loose, which you love to see. But the step up in competition is going to be significant from the White Sox and Nationals to the Rangers. While they're not a playoff team right now, it's still a talented team that can make you pay if you miss spots and you take them for granted. So obviously, great win today for the Royals. They move into a 63-61 record, 3.5 games back of the Yankees right now. And it looks like the Yankees and Cardinals. I know I said the Yankees lost yesterday. I had bad sources on that one. I know somebody commented it yesterday. But the Yankees are in a position they could lose tonight. The Royals could move to within 3 games of the Yankees heading into the series with the Rangers, which would be huge. So obviously things moving in a positive direction for the Royals. And a big reason why they were able to win today was because the guy on the mound gave them a chance to win, because he was stellar. We'll talk about Ryan Bergert's outing and my thoughts on him as a future ace of this staff coming up next on the Royals Postcast. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks, the daily fantasy platform that lets you turn your football predictions into real rewards. Preseason is already heating up, and college football is not too far behind. Whether you've got your eye on big-name quarterbacks or breakout running backs, PrizePicks makes it easy to get in the game. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in and win up to 2,000 times your money. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. PrizePicks, run your game. It's also brought to you by FanDuel. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. So take a flyer on the MVP race. I've got Baker as an MVP flyer right now. It's a long distance shot, and I love the moves that the Bucs made in the draft and in free agency. I think Baker's due for a really big breakout season as a potential MVP candidate. You can also crown your champion in August. I'm sure plenty of you will be doing so with the Chiefs, or parlay your division winner dark horses. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. All right, let's talk about Ryan Bergert, who continues to be, I think it was Preston Farr that tweeted it, or maybe it was Joel Penfield on Twitter. You get Cole Reagans for Aroldis Chapman and Ryan Bergert, and we haven't even seen Stephen Kolek yet, for Freddie Fermin, 2 depreciating assets. guys that were not of value to their current Royals teams, and you get a pair of aces. And I'm not saying that Ryan Bergert's an ace. He has a lot of what makes Chris Bubic great in his arsenal on the right side. A fastball that, to a certain degree, is not overpowering. He had some great stuff today. I mean, that fastball was rising. He was getting some massive spins on. He was getting some really good spin numbers today. Fastball got some really weak contact. 14 foul balls on the fastball. A lot of swings on the fastball. Was in the zone a ton today, and it had 25 or on an average of 2,300 spins. I mean, he was exceptional today. And then the slider was great as well. Ryan Bergert looks like he could be a potential ace for this staff. Maybe not an opening day starter. I think Cole Reagans is going to be that guy. But you're able to move off of guys like Chris Bubic and Bailey Falter and Michael Lorenzen and guys like that, because Ryan Bergert is a bona fide stud. I mean, the best find that they had at the deadline, and that's including Mike Yastrzemski, who's been a very, very good leadoff guy. I think Ryan Bergert is a superstar in the making. I think the Padres are really going to regret trading him. And we haven't even seen Stephen Kolek yet, who is the other piece of that deal. He's been exceptional, a 2.7 ERA since being brought over. He let it fly tonight. I mean, just that fastball, you could see it spinning, playing up. It got that rise to it. The changeup has been much better. He's getting more comfortable with it. And then the slider as well. If he can get that 3-pitch mix down and mix in, a curveball or a sinker and another pitch every now and then. I mean, he is a guy that the Royals could rely on long-term to be a long-term piece of this rotation. He has been really, really good at the plate or on the mound for the Royals since he got brought up. I think he is the best acquisition they had at the trading deadline. All right, before we get out of here, let's get to some comments, because I know you guys are excited to be here and appreciate you guys for commenting. Continue to do so. Continue commenting. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video if you are here live. Everybody's seeming to love the Jonathan India stuff, and Adam Frazier as well. It was a really good day today for the lower of the lineup guys. I mean, you look at the lineup today. Frazier goes 2 for 4. India goes 1 for 3. Rave adds a hit. Luke Maile was relatively unspectacular, but very, very good outing today for the bottom of the lineup. Royals half a game behind Cleveland. A lot of people really, really happy. Jason saying that Frazier is a locked-in Royal. Yeah, he is a locked-in Royal. That's a fun play on words. And Gary bringing up India's relay throw as well. I was listening to the radio broadcast when that throw happened. Obviously, a big, big save of run there, but that was really, really fun to watch. Looking at some more comments. Bill asking if Lugo's going to pitch against the Rangers. I would assume so. I don't think that they're going to skip a start, but it is possibly a possibility. I'm not going to say it is, but Gary saying that Q's been a lot better, staying with hot bats, good decisions, and fighting last night. This has been a massive, massive series for them. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below what you guys want to hear about. Yeah, a lot of Frazier and India love. Got to take 3 of 4 from the Rangers is what some people are saying. And I think that, absolutely 3 of 4. A split would be, you're treading water, but taking 3 of 4, you're putting yourself in a position for a playoff push, potentially. Looking around, DJ saying he's a bit concerned about Bobby needing a power surge. Worried about Salvi because he's hardly ever a good hitter on the same day he is catching. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd be concerned about Salvi. I think that he just needs to catch less, and I think he's going to see at least 2 days, 2 partial days off during the Rangers series, because they don't have a day off this week. They have 4 games set with the Rangers, and then they travel to Detroit. So they don't have a day off. I would imagine that Salvi gets 2 potential off days in this series against the Rangers. Looking at some more comments. Bill asking, who are the 4 pitchers the Rangers are going with? Great question, Bill. Let me pull up FanGraphs real quick. I know DeGrom is going Wednesday. They brought that up in the broadcast, pulling up the Rangers probable pitchers from FanGraphs. Stand by. Looks like Leiter tomorrow, and the Royals saw him well in their first outing against Waka. Merrill Kelly against Seth Lugo on Tuesday. DeGrom and Cameron on Wednesday, which should be a great matchup. And then Corbin and Lorenzen in the finale on Thursday. So that's what it looks like for the Rangers. Rangers have a really good pitching staff. Whichever way you slice, the Rangers have a really good pitching staff. Looking at some more. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to drop them in the comments. Drew bringing up they've won 12 of 13 in closing series games. Did somebody bring up Alec Marsh? I don't think Marsh is really ever going to be a piece of this team going forward. He had an average year last year. I don't, other than maybe a bullpen role, maybe. Drew asking if I have any expectations of the Rangers series. How many wins? I think they probably, at the end of the day, they probably split it. The Rangers are a good team. They're just not playing well right now. Water finds its level at most times. I think that DeGrom is a really tough matchup. I even think Patrick Corbin's a really tough matchup with how many lefties the Royals imply. But I think it's going to be a really tough series. Carson asking, what do you think the rotation will look like with Reagan's hopefully being back in September? Probably go 6-man rotation with the fatigue we've seen from guys like Seth Lugo and Waka at times. I think it's smart for them to go 6-man rotation or even be able to skip starts with guys. I would imagine that if they do move a guy out of the rotation, it's Michael Lorenzen and Cole Reagans gets slotted back in there. But I would imagine that Cole Reagans is put on some kind of innings limit, and they try to limit how many pitches he throws once he comes back because he's a long-term investment for them. He's still very, very young. LMW saying Grichuk seems underutilized. I mean, yeah, I do agree with that a little bit. Somebody said, LMW said, who had the best player's bat or spikes? Man, I really didn't even pay attention to that stuff. I think it's great. I bet it's great for them. I respect them wanting to do that, but really as a fan, I really do not care at all. Good for them being able to express themselves with bats and cleats, but I could really care less. It wasn't like the crayon bat from Dairon Blanco last year. But yeah, this is appreciate. This is a really good series for the Royals, and being able to win. Just trying to catch up on the comments here. Appreciate you guys for being here on a Sunday afternoon. Obviously, some good viewership today with the Royals winning. Hyatt is alive back there. He is just worn out. He is pretty tired today. So Carson saying, do we think the offense will show up against that Rangers pitching staff? Maybe. I mean, I don't know what to expect. I'm not going to try. I'm not in the predictions business. I'm in the reaction business. But I would expect that they're able to come out and compete, especially if they tag Jack Leiter early. They saw him well in their first meeting. I think that they are able to do that tomorrow against Jack Leiter. I expect them to win tomorrow, if that's your question. But I don't know the rest of the series what that looks like. Maybe we'll see Jack Caglione back tomorrow because he seems like he's ready to come back, and especially with how well he's playing. But appreciate you guys for all being here. We will be back tomorrow night, another 7:10 first pitch. 6:40 first pitch tomorrow night. So we will be back tomorrow night for another edition of the Royals Postcast. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications if you're new. We do these after every single Royals game. And so if you want to be a part of a really fun community and join us for some live reaction, get some takes off in the comments, this is the best place for you to be. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to join us tomorrow night for another edition of the Royals Postcast.